Hey YouTube, Rando here. So we're out here, this is going to be our second video on the Mancave project, by the way. We're out here cutting the walls, getting the walls ready, getting all the rough cut cedar cut up. We're going to that. From that, you can see that stuff's pretty rough. This is what I'm starting with. And then this is what I'm finishing it off with. And today we're just cutting, more or less. I'm just using a chalk line to get a straight line. Rip it down one side, then use the square or whatever else I have at my disposal to get a straight line down the other side and each end, you know. Get some straight boards out of it. And it ain't looking bad. It's time consuming to do this. Now a couple of these, this is about half of what's left that I haven't cut. And then you can see that stuff up there is what I did cut. We've just been super busy. I haven't had a chance to work on anything around here. I've got to replace my front door. I've got to do some work on the siding on the front of the house and a bunch of stuff, so I haven't had much time to work inside the house. And I told myself this weekend I was going to take the time to at least get the walls done in the closet area where my safes are going. So that's what we're going to do today. But a couple of these long runs end up being raised beds. The thicker stuff, you can see some of this stuff's real thick. That's actually a thin piece, believe it or not. The thicker stuff's on bottom down there, and then you can see the difference between the thickness of like this right here and then this piece right here. So it's all different thicknesses. Well, actually it's just two different thicknesses. It's two different batches. One of them we hand cut everything with a Sawmill Junior, and or with a chainsaw, I guess, not hand cut, but whatever. Used a chainsaw to cut it up in a Sawmill Junior to, you know, get our lines, get everything straight. But we did one batch real thick, and we were making furniture out of it, and then we did another batch pretty thin, so he could make little boxes out of it and stuff. It was all my dad's stuff. This was all his doing. He wanted to start making furniture sometime back. And this is what's left of the stockpile of wood we had. He built a lot of stuff. He built a lot of those coolers, like my hurricane hutch I showed in a previous video. He built that, so he built a lot of those. I think he built one for every damn family member. I know he built at least 20 of them. Shit, he built a lot of them. Sorry about that. But he did. He built a lot of them. So this is what's left, and it's going on my walls and in my bed, and I got the box that he built, and I'm going to put that in the room and kind of make it all match, do some nice cedar work, and then I'm going to do some pine work on the walls and do some cedar trim in the closet, and then do some pine trim on the outside. When it's all said and done, it'll look nice in there. Right now it still looks like crap, but got to work on it a little bit at a time. So I'm going to come back and add some stuff into this video, because I do want to show you some stuff I want to do with this. Like you can see this piece right here. A lot of this stuff you can still see the cut marks in it. And some of it's actually an X pattern. We had to run it twice, once each way. And it looks really good. So what I want to do is I want to sand it down and see what it looks like, but I want to paint a couple of pieces, like spray paint it and then sand it, and you know, get the cedar to come out in between, and then the gash marks will stay, you know, the same color whatever I paint it. I don't know, we're just going to experiment with some stuff and see how it comes out. So we'll be back. Alright, so here's what we ended up with. I was going to use red on this, but this is red cedar. The cedar has a red to it, so I figured it would kind of blend a little well. So I wanted to go with a different color, so I just used like a charcoal gray Just a flat black looking color, nothing glossy. Painted it down, sanded it, and here's how it turned out. I sanded one side. I like it. I like how it came out. I like it shows all the cuts in it. Feels kind of smooth. I don't like the color. I want to try a new color. I just think red's going to blend in too much with this. So I'm thinking about going with a blue. I'm usually not a blue guy, but I don't care for the color blue. I like the color red. But I just think red would blend in too much. So I think we're going to try some blue on another piece and see how it comes out. And, you know, if I don't like the design, I can always just sand it completely down and get rid of all the paint marks. But this one piece, man, this Cedar sucks up paint. This one piece took about 3/4 of a can of spray paint to do. So it uses a lot of paint for one piece of wood. So that kind of has me worried a little bit. I don't want to have to go buy a whole bunch of paint because I already have to buy some clear coat and all that stuff, and that stuff ain't cheap. So I don't know. I do like the design though. I like the way it came out. We'll do another update here further down the road. I have to get the rest of the boards cut. You know what I realized is yesterday was March 26th, and I know this video is probably coming out 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, but it was our 5-year anniversary on YouTube, which rocks, man. You know, a lot of people don't last 5 years on YouTube. They make a channel and then within a year they're gone, at most within 2 or 3, and it just makes me proud that we're here still. After 5 years of being on YouTube, we're still here making videos. Maybe not as plentiful as we used to. You know, we used to do a video damn near every day. I just don't have the time for that right now. When stuff slows down, we'll get back to making some regular videos, and we're going to do a 5-year giveaway. We've been here for 5 years. It's time to do a giveaway. I said I was going to do a giveaway at the beginning of the year anyway. It's just been so hectic, it's going to have to hold off until work slows down, man. I don't have time to not just make the video, but sit there and see who all commented and write everything. It's time consuming, so it's going to have to wait until I have time to do it. But I like the way this came out. I like the cut marks. You can see the rough cuts all the way through it. I want to do this side because this side's cross cut. Has them both ways, so I want to sand this side down and see what it looks like. I sanded it a little bit, but the paint sticks to the sanding pad, and you have to swap them out pretty quick, so I just used the old one that I used on the other side. On this one, it took 2 pieces to do the other side, so. Alright, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for watching, YouTube.